Hello and good evening. The Dolores County Broadcasting Network presents the DCTV 4-H Evening News Program for Tuesday, December 6th, 2017. Camera people, Hannah and Devin Harrison. Video engineer and producer, Edward. Sound engineer, Edward. Teleprompter and prompter, Myra. News anchor, Daniel. Meteorologist, Nick. And this is the news director, the coach of the New York Jets, and now the news.
The DCTV 4-H Evening News and Weather Program. Help keep our kids' news show on the air by becoming a sponsor. To buy a sponsorship, just call 970-677-4119. This story is from the Cortez Journal. Cal blamed for spill at the well site in southeast La Plata County. An oil and gas operator in southwest Colorado says Cal is at fault for causing a spill at a well site near Ignacio, which might be a first for the state. The cause at Cal, the company said, is unclear how exactly the languid grazer caused an equipment failure at a well site. Christy Zeller, executive director of the Energy Council, said it's common for the oil and gas industry to operate on lands where cattle may be grazing. In all, about 10 barrels of produced water pooled on site. The company said a barrel is generally considered about 42 gallons. Bruce Basil, energy program director with Earthworks, an environmental nonprofit, said XTO Energies should have taken proper precaution to fence off their facilities. If they knew cattle were in the area and presented their risk, cows love to rub against everything. Everybody knows that, Basil said. Energy companies should protect their equipment from expected things that may happen. If a cow can break or open a valve, they should have fenced it off. Cows have been blamed for increasing CO2 because they belch, and now this. Way to go, cow. Following story is from the Denver Post. As Colorado Baker case opens at U.S. Supreme Court, Justice Kennedy poses sharp questions for both sides. The U.S. Supreme Court on Tuesday heard arguments in a Colorado case about a same-sex wedding cake that ultimately could determine where the legal system draws the line between discrimination and religious freedom. The legal fight stems from the refusal of Lakewood baker Jack Phillips in 2012 to make a wedding cake for fiancés Charlie Craig and David Mullins. Phillips argued he should be compelled to violate his religious beliefs by creating a custom dessert for the couple. They argue they are being discriminated against because of their sexual orientation, which is protected by Colorado law. During the 90-minute hearing, all eyes in the crowded courtroom were on Justice Anthony Kennedy, widely believed to be the swing vote on the ideologically divided court. Kennedy wrote the majority opinion in the 2015 case Obergefell versus Hodges that legalized same-sex marriage, but the Reagan appointee previously had lent a sympathetic ear to arguments of religion and freedom of expression. He had tough questions and comments for both sides. If there is one area where both sides agree, it is that the stakes in the high court confrontation are huge, and the court's eventual ruling, expected by next summer, could have far-reaching implications. This story is from the Durango Herald. Seizure of 115 animals has cost Humane Societies tens of thousands of dollars. The La Plata County Humane Society has already incurred at least $67,200 in costs associated with caring for about 115 animals that were seized last month as a part of massive animal cruelty case, according to court filings. Our program directors first name is Myra, and she is not related to Miss Mira if this name is pronounced Myra. Elizabeth Mira, who is charged with 105 counts of animal cruelty, filed a motion November 24th seeking to stop the fees and costs and to set the case for a probable cause hearing, in which prosecutors must convince a judge that a crime was committed and she is connected with it. Ownership of the animals is expected to be transferred to the Humane Society, which will give the ability to seek permanent placement for the animals. The La Plata County Animal Protection seized 1 cat, 1 duck, 2 chickens, 3 cows, 7 sheep, 13 dogs, 17 pigs, 61 goats. The list apparently excludes about 10 animals, including a horse that was euthanized. The seizure occurred November 15th at Mira's property in southwest La Plata County. It capped a lengthy investigation based on animal cruelty allegations that included the assistance of multiple agencies. Animal protection officials have shared few details of the seizure or the condition of the animals. Now here are dumb laws. Dumb laws in Illinois cities. In Kirtland, bees are not allowed to fly over the village or through any Kirtland streets. In Moline, ice skating at the Riverside Pond during the months of June and August is prohibited. In Morton Grove, you may not own a handgun. In Normal, it is against the law to make faces at dogs. In Ottawa, spitting on the sidewalk is a criminal offense. In Park Ridge, trucks may only park inside closed garages. In Rock Island, citizens are taxed because it rains on their property. In Zion, it is illegal for anyone to give lighted cigars to dogs, cats, or any other domesticated animal. And now for the weather with Nick.
The current weather. The current temperature is 38 degrees. The high for today was 42 degrees. The low was 14 degrees. The wind has been between 1 and 8 miles per hour from the east. The gusts have been between up to 21 miles per hour. The barometer is at 30.46 inches and is rising. The humidity is at 18%. There has been no hundredths of an inch of moisture measured today by the DCTV4 weather station. Moisture for the month is 0 hundredths of an inch. Moisture for a year is 7.96 inches. And now for the big let. Okay. Most of the Pacific Northwest is clear and sunny. There's snow in Montana from Nebraska. There's some rain mixed with snow from the plains of Arizona to Louisiana. And more snow is falling from the Great Lakes states. From Maine along the Atlantic coast to Florida, more rains can be found. Now for the DCTV 5-day forecast. Wednesday, high 40, low 15. Thursday, high 35. Thursday, mostly sunny, high 35, low 17. Friday, sunny, high 47, low 22. Saturday, high 51, low 24, mostly sunny. Sunday, mostly sunny, high 51, low 25. Now for a climate change report. CO2, carbon dioxide, is one of the principal causes of climate change, and it is important that we report the CO2 weekly change. CO2 traps heat in the atmosphere, which causes climate instability, resulting in significant swings worldwide, moisture, and hot and cold temperatures. But it's important to note that the overall long-term climate trend is that the planet is warming. The following are CO2 numbers in parts per million. For the week of December 3rd, this week, 406.34. Last week, 406.14. 1 year ago, 404.57. 10 years ago, 382.86. 50 years ago, 321.96. Thank you, Dr. Peter Tansen, National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration, and Michael McGee of the CO2.Earth website for this information. Remember, you can help keep our kids' news show on air by buying a sponsorship. To buy a sponsorship, just call 970-677-4119. Thank you. Now back to our news director.
Hello. That's the end of today's DCTV 4-H news program. This is the news director, the coach of the Jets, saying good night and thank you for watching. Adios. Goodbye. Danke.